they a problem. Showed up at my church last Sunday. What they niggas trying to do? Stop my money. Dial 911, the police coming. All they doing is read the Bible, sir, but he don't want that. Tell him turn his speaker down, get him off my property. Mike in Detroit showed up like, come outside, we outside, but he couldn't fight. He tucked his tail, what the hell? Then he ran like a track star, fast as hell, Speedy Gonzalez. Yellow tape, who gon' pay for the blood in the street? White chalk, DOA, watch him burn, burning deep. Tell your pastor we outside, come and talk to me. We outside, be a man, come and talk to her. Tell your pastor we done heard what he said. We outside, come outside, don't be scared. Tell your pastor we outside, come and talk to me. We outside, be a man, come and talk to her. Tell your pastor we done heard what he said. We outside, come outside, don't be scared. Tell your pastor we outside, we bout to stomp on him. Tennessee to Mississippi, move his swag on him. He talk a lot of noise, but he don't want it though. Soldiers on the front line at his front door. Got him choking on his words, he don't want to smoke. He called a po-po, sir, that's a no-no. We don't give a damn, we gonna let you know. If you don't repent, another TKO. Remember Mike Tyson punch out Glass Joe. A King Hippo, caught him with his pants low. Don't pretend though, this not Nintendo. This is real life war, it's spiritual. Tell your pastor we outside, come and talk to me. We outside, be a man, come and talk to her. Tell your pastor we done heard what he said. We outside, come outside, don't be scared. Tell your pastor we outside, come and talk to me. We outside, be a man, come and talk to her. Tell your pastor we done heard what he said. We outside, come outside, don't be scared.
Why you be jamming?
Your pastor talking trash, it's time to load up. Get the speakers, get the signs, it's time to load up. He talking trash, we gon' show him. Christ is black, that's a fact, he don't know him. He talking trash, it's time to load up. Get the speakers, get the signs, it's time to load up. He talking trash, we gon' show him. Christ is black, that's a fact, he don't know him. Your pastor got a big mouth, he won't humble down, so we showing up. Hardwood, shooting a 3-pointer, running a scope up, jam on him, had to bam on him, had to cross him over, broke his ankle, now he really famous. I left him laying up, preaching on me, trying to preach to me. I called a take on him, double-minded, so we double dribble, blow the whistle on, he took it out with a bounce pass. I intercepted that fast break to my teammate, that's my soldier now, off the glass, alley, got the crowd going wild, and one, shot a free throw, wet shot, switch, boxed out, with an elbow, and an iron fist, like Peter, I'm a fisherman, all next talking trash, it's time to load up, get the speakers, get the signs, it's time to load up, he talking trash, we gon' show him, Christ is black, that's a fact, he don't know him, he talking trash, it's time to load up, get the speakers, get the signs, it's time to load up, he talking trash, we gon' show him, Christ is black, that's a fact, he don't know him. It's 4th quarter, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Get in order, get your fringes, ribbon of blue, put it on your border. Pump fake, pull up in his face with a jump shot. 12 seconds, 12 try. We gotta wake him up. You're out of bounds, stepping on the line. You can't cross that line to the people. Say we bumming church and beating our women hot. You took your shot, but it got blocked. Hopping around on one leg, Holy Ghost, hopscotch. Give me Bible, TD Jakes, I need a battle. Crumble dollar, take your dollar. Gino Jennings, want your penny. What you started, we gon' finish. Israelites, yeah, we winning. Showing up, we showing out. We undefeated, so shut your talking trash. It's time to load up. Get the speakers, get the signs, it's time to load up. He talking trash, we gon' show him. Christ is black, that's a fact, he don't know him. He talking trash, it's time to load up. Get the speakers, get the signs, it's time to load up. He talking trash, we gon' show him. Christ is black, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm a prince, I got power with God, I got power with God. I'm a Jew, I got power with God, I got power with God. This what I do, I got power with God, I got power with God. I keep the law, I got power with God, I got power with God. 'Cause I'm a
Cause they got power with God. We bring the light to the dark. Swinging that sword, my job. We don't want to pour, we ain't divided. Lord gon' provide it. Say you love God, but it really ain't true. If a soldier sins, tell me what you gon' do. I'ma ride for the Lord, you ain't got no excuse. You ain't gotta come to me, we gon' run up on you. Hey, pull up with the script. Precepts down in my clip. And I'm shooting from the hip. I advise you to close your mouth. Don't utter nothing out of your lip. Use God's word and we prophesy. You brainwash, you indoctrinize. You adopt the lies. False advertise. When it come to God, we ain't compromise. You a man of the Lord, then you better stand up. Cry loud, lift up your voice to your horse. Gotta put in that work, get rid of these curses. Cause the Lord put us here for a purpose. Gotta watch out for the serpent. The laws of God make you perfect. Christ coming back to redeem us. He making that purchase. But building a nation, they feeling that heat. Put the fight to their feet. It's a spiritual war, we got God on our side. It's gonna be hard to defeat us. We the prophets of God, we the leaders. Gotta up the flock, then we gon' feed America. This is the land of confusion. Right against wrong, good against evil.
I'm a prince, I got power with God. I got power with God. I'm a Jew, I got power with God. I got power with God. This what I do, I got power with God. I got power with God. I keep the law, I got power with God. I got power with God. Cause I'm a prophet, I got power with God. I got power with God. I'm a man, I got power with God. I got power with God. I take a stand, I got power with God. I got power with God. And you can't stop this, I got power with God. I got power with God. I'm a man, so I take a stand, standing on my two, 10 toe down, flat foot on the ground. This is what I do, committed crime, man. I wanted to shine, man. I had no clue. I was a prince, I had power with God, didn't know how to use. I went to church every Sunday morning with my mama cool. Asked the pastor, do we gotta keep the law? He said, don't do it. He deceived me. Y'all remember me? Y'all call me Dean. I'm hard head on the block at the age of 15. My cousin called me selling dope. I was only 16, 17. They classified me juvenile to lean. When mama took me back to church, pastor laid his hands on me, baptized me in the water, but that water didn't do nothing for me. Lost in this world, no idea my nationality. Some people, they laughed at me, picked at me, they scorned me. Told me I had big feet, big lips and big teeth. Never let it bother me, something down inside of me. I'm a prince, I got power with God. I got power with God. I'm a Jew, I got power with God. I got power with God. This what I do, I got power with God. I got power with God. I keep the law, I got power with God. I got power with God. Cause I'm a prophet, I got power with God. I got power with God. I'm a man, I got power with God. I got power with God. I take a stand, I got power with God. I got power with God.
Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only. I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only. Put your hands down, they too short to box. I'm a real Jew, something that you not. Why they hating on us? Always trying to plot. Wipe his face clean, like a Swift mop. We on every block, line up on line, but this ain't Adidas. Heritage hot like a fever, choking on milk, that boy's a fetus. Lying in front of the people, he got a block, send it to the cleaners. Thinking he's smart like a genius, chasing his dreams, we gon' leave him dreamless. Script, cold, ice, out. Truth, hits, lights, out. All them haters faking, straight clowns. Real guys, coming out. I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only.
IUIC, kicking flavor in your ear. Crowd stopping still, wheel rushing, Vladimir. Shining like a diamond, crystal glass, chandelier. Certified, we the gods, and our time is near. Wait till you see us in our angelic gear. Be afraid, better run, marathon. Grab your daughters and your sons, we the one, do it for fun. Ride a iron across the dome, seek salvation, there is none. It's about to go down. Time's up for these clowns. Boots banging, shake the ground. Seed of Jacob, stunting on haters, live forever, just like he made us.
I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash
I ain't
only.
a killer, but don't push me. Put a script and drop a bomb, they yell and push it. They see that purple and that gold and now they looking. Mesmerized but Hellenized, they got Caesar in the mind and they living lives. Round and round and go, it's a vicious cycle from wishing to get the Bible to never reading the scripture. That's genocidal. Used to be the heathen, now we kill our own brethren. So it's two scripts to the head to make you feel it. No excision when them prophets out, cameras roll. Now it's action of your soul. Get it poppin', break the mold. Everybody going God mode.
I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only. I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only.
We the sons of God, we don't back down. I'll tell you to your face, I tell you right now. Step up to the count, we ain't backing down. Step up to the camp, I tell you right now. We the sons of God, we don't backing down. I'll tell you to your face, I tell you right now. You step up to the count, we ain't backing down. Step up to the camp, I tell you right now. Right on past, I'm turning burn when we blitz. Trying to stop us, but you can't, so move back a little bit. We got boots on the pavement, shake the ground when we hit. You in the way, get out the way, so back a little bit. Got a whole lot to say, let's tell the truth, you ain't tough. You talking trash, we on your ass. These precepts gon' cut, so Jesus cut. Throw head to the sole of your feet. Who am I, a big sign? Who that AZ3? We cutting up, we getting bucked. Crump, we from Tennessee. The tribe of Judah yelling to them, they don't want none of me. I stick my sword and I'm twisted, pull it, then watch it bleed. They try to run, but he can't, I hit him right in the knee. A man down, call it circus and clown. He won't forget it, yellow tape, white chalk, crime scene, the paramedics spiritually beat him down. Up, he ain't getting, we the sons of God. I hope you learn your lesson. We the sons of God, we don't back down. I'll tell you to your face, I tell you right now. Step up to the count, we ain't backing down. Step up to the camp, I tell you right now. We the sons of God, we don't backing down. I'll tell you to your face, I tell you right now. You step up to the camp, we ain't backing down. Step up to the camp, I tell you right now.
Never ran from a challenge, I don't plan on running now. Pastor stand against the prophets, we gon' have to sit them down. Big goofy, he a clown, see right through him. Ultrasound, tried to stop us like a rumor, but the word got around. He don't like the way we sound when we bring it out. We be crying way too loud when we bring it out. It's the doctrine, they don't like us if we do it. It's a problem, we just here to plant the seed. He won't increase, God got him for the tribe, for the freedom. I ain't hungry, I won't eat him. Tried to move us from our camp spot, but tell him check the meter. Rising up the sons of God, had to tell him it ain't Easter. Brother put away his pride and I ain't coming with it either. Put our problems to the side just to focus on the enemy. Give him hell online, but in person same energy. The truth is going up.
Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before you come in. Every city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give them up. Pass it to the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try. Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before your comments. Every city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give up. Blessed for the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try.
Oh, we here, Lions Den Radio. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It is 7:03 Sunday night. It's time for the Lions Den Radio Show. We got a good show.
That's right.
We got a good show loaded up for y'all right now.
No hand applause, no woo, yeah. There we go. You gotta talk things into existence.
Right.
Just don't bring out the cosmos.
Damn. Don't be a planetarian.
Oh man.
Don't be a planetarian.
Yeah, God no. Please don't. That's crazy.
So hey y'all know what time it is. Like I said, we finna get into the show. But before we get into the show, as always, we gonna introduce the cast. We got to my left,
Officer Daniel.
To my right.
They put the camera on you, bro.
To my far right.
Looking at you.
To my far right. To my immediate right.
Officer Haziel. I'm working with IT, man.
All praise. Hey, you smart. You actually looking at the screen so you can see what's going on.
Yeah, I ain't looking at the screen.
Yeah, you smarter than the rest of us.
That's funny.
I didn't know what was going on here. I was like, but anyway. So yeah. So Officer Daniel, how was your week? Officer Daniel?
Nah, this week was pretty good. Got some good news. I got my old chariot might be coming back.
Okay. You got the car fixed?
They're supposed to be getting it fixed. So you know what I'm saying. We've been riding around in the smart car.
Right.
So
don't nobody.
So, but yeah, Lordsville could be have a bigger vehicle to get around. So all praise for that.
All praises to the Most High. Officer Anathia, how was your week?
Hey, week was fire, Cap. It went by fast, but you know the highlight of the week had to be Cleveland, Ohio.
What went down in Cleveland? Huh?
Hey, we went down there, man.
Oh, we went up there.
Hey, Cap. I saw some real snow for the first time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I count that thing. It was real. Yeah. It was dope. I seen a little bit before back in the day Atlanta, but it was real light. But this time, I don't count that.
He got to tell it right.
I don't count that.
Yo, we pulled up over there. Your man and Soldier David wheeled out the car like they did a tuck and roll. Took photos in the snow. Like,
I think it was dope. It was dope. Being in the atmosphere, man. But nah, it was dope. It was crazy, man. Just to be, amongst the leadership, to, make relationships with new brothers down there, gain the experience from the men, the wisdom of the captains down there as well, and glean from them. And you always learn something from the different offices and different camps as well. But it was amazing, man. I was just glad to be a part of it. So all praise to the Most High. That was my highlight.
All praises. Officer Yahaziel, how was your week?
Hey, excellent week. Like officers bringing out that blitz. That blitz was fire.
Right.
Shout out to Captain Shannon, Captain Yediah, Captain Joel, all the captains. Captain Kimball was down there.
That's right.
IUIC Cleveland, all praises. They had excellent hospitality. And, hey, shout out to that bread, Cap.
Yeah.
They got the manna.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
What it tastes like.
Listen, we finished. You know they giving you plates or whatever.
Right,
We sitting there talking. Yo, brothers bit into the bread and was just like, silence. I'm like, damn.
It was like that.
Made with
Hey,
love.
I'm trying. Hey, I already told Sabine, man, he need to reach out and figure it out because tell you right now, I need that recipe, man.
Yeah.
I think it was crazy.
Yeah, that was fire.
They got some good bread. Okay, now y'all know I'm a bread connoisseur.
Hey,
I'll tell you right
I would
now.
not steer you wrong.
Yeah.
I would not steer you wrong.
I love some bread. Now that's why I don't gain weight. I ain't lost my weight yet. So I'm gonna get up with Captain Yadai. I'm gonna see what's going on. Hey man, I'm trying to find a link. What we on? What channel we on?
I think they got us on YouTube.
We on Classroom? Classroom 2 or Orlando? All right, cool. So my week was good, y'all. My week was good. Y'all know how we do. This week I was actually in Shreveport, Louisiana. We had to head out there. All praise. Shout out to Officer Dino, Officer Hezekiah, Officer Jariah. Them brothers and sisters out there, real charitable. Had a good time. I thought it was gonna be cold, but it was actually good weather out there. So all praise to the Most High. And there's a brother out there. I forgot his name already. I didn't get his name. He's a chef.
Oh yeah.
He got the best sweet potatoes in IUIC.
Yeah,
damn.
really?
Damn. The brother made some salmon and sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Bruh, the
Had you
sweet
going
potatoes.
crazy?
Oh man. Had the caramel in it. Oh man.
Shit, I ain't never had that right there. Now.
Yeah.
That's different.
It was fire. And then they had some brisket after. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Had to
it
top
was on
off.
point. It was on point. So Officer Daniel, we gotta get some sweet potatoes. Somebody that know how to make some sweet potatoes.
All praises.
With the caramel on top. It was fire.
You gotta get
That
somebody
sound
to make
dope.
a salad.
A regular salad, not just lettuce, huh? Not just
Oh yeah,
lettuce.
they did you dirty. I seen that. I'm like, the hell? I thought you was a reindeer.
Hey,
eating that
this
stuff.
is a
Rabbit.
this is a disclaimer for all you sisters out there, all you brothers out there, anybody.
Right.
Just because somebody is vegan does not mean they only eat lettuce, y'all.
Damn.
They served my brother, he said he's vegan. They said, all right, we got you. They gave my man a lettuce bowl. Nothing else. No onions, no
man.
tomatoes, no pickles,
Salt, pepper.
no nothing.
man.
Straight lettuce.
They did give him a little, what is that, side of bread? What was that?
Yeah,
What was
side
that?
of bread, bro.
Bread, man.
Hamburger helper bread.
Side of bread. That was
Some
hilarious.
lettuce.
Oh man, that
Right.
was funny. Oh Lord.
Hey, pull up the one of those promos at the bottom real quick. We're gonna start off with that from last week with New Orleans. Download one of those, play one of those. I need y'all to do something for me real quick. Go ahead, press play on that.
If you got the spirit of fear, you do not endanger
Abel.
the rest of your brother. You understand me?
Y'all sleeping today. Nobody showed up. Great.
We going out here, we're going to bring this word to our people, whether they want to hear or forbear. Y'all understand? Yes, sir. Israel,
Who joined
are you
him?
ready? Israel, are you ready? This will cast down every imagination. And
That's
if you
why-
see freaky Jesus.
And
The children
tell one of
of
them
the
kitchen
devil.
sisters
The children of who?
guess
The
what else.
devil. The children of who? The devil.
Thank you. That's how my schedule is.
Hey, tell them I need some.
Lots of cars, they left one here too.
Fire.
All praises.
Fire.
All right. So they said they could hear me good. So now y'all see the struggles we go through on the back end. IT ain't do nothing.
Damn.
But all praises. Bayou, the battle in the Bayou last week. We got it in New Orleans, Louisiana. Shout out to all the men. Shout out to Captain Shem, Deacon Abiel leading us in the war. It was a wonderful event, as always. We turned and burned.
Fine.
And this week, brothers turned and burned again in Cleveland. And ain't no telling what we're going to be at this week. I heard we might be hitting Australia. Who knows? Who knows? We might be turning and burning, mate. All right? So get your passports, get ready. We might be in Australia. We might be in Great Britain. We might be in Argentina. We might be in Colombia. We don't know where we're going to be.
Anywhere.
Because you know what? The 12 tribes of Israel are all over.
That's right.
Whether you believe it or not. Give me that James 1:1 real quick. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm gonna show you something, learn you something real quick about us traveling and why we travel the way we do. James 1:1.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ. To the 12 tribes.
To the what?
To the 12 tribes.
To the 12 tribes what?
Which are scattered abroad.
Which are scattered abroad what?
Greetings
to the 12 tribes that have been scattered abroad.
That's right.
So you brothers, you sisters out there, get your passports. Because guess what? It's going to come a time where your number may be dialed up and we need you to go and prophesy or be an example to the brothers or sisters that are on the other side of the earth, below us, to the side of us, to the east, to the west, to the north, wherever. All right? So that's why we go everywhere.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
So you telling me that in Matthew 28:19, when Christ said to go teach all nations, that he wasn't talking about everybody?
He wasn't talking about it. Well, he talking about everybody within the nation of Israel.
Okay, all praise, all praise. It's a precept.
He talking about everybody
All
within the
praise.
nation of Israel.
Hey, it's funny you bring that up because the missing persons blitz, Cap was bringing out the stats. That was crazy to me. I think they said on he said something about on average 90,000 of our people go missing just from that area alone.
90,000?
Yeah, he's not even talking about worldwide. Yeah, just from that Cleveland area. Then it was like the stat said something about maybe 10% actually make it back out of that. And then you get that information. We go out there, and before a brother could say anything, you hand a flyer out, and a lot of our people's like, "What about the white kids?" I'm like, "What the hell?
Are you serious?"
Hey, you couldn't. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, bro, he hasn't even said anything. He just gave you a flyer, and dude is like, "What about the white kids?" I'm like,
wow.
And where we was at, I'm like,
hate your own
that particular area, you couldn't even find a white man. So I was like, okay, where you find a white man?
Right.
Like, where? Come on, man. Our people's crazy.
Got the spirit of Amari Stoudemire on him, man.
Right.
Man.
That's crazy.
What about the white people?
You got the spirit of Christianity up on them.
Shish kebabs.
That's what it is.
That's sad right there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
sad.
it is.
Because if you know anything about Cleveland, Cleveland's jacked up.
Yeah.
Cleveland's jacked up. But did everybody tell their week? Everybody told their week, right?
Yeah.
It's only so many people here. Where everybody at, y'all? Y'all call in and let us know. Make sure our phone lines are working because I got a feeling they ain't working. It's 407-494-5479. Once again, you don't walk into the den with some lions. If you didn't know, this is the Lions Den radio show. We live out of Orlando, Florida on the 1s and 2s, and we finna get into it. So let's see what the officers put together. I can't tell what type of show they got tonight, but we gonna see. I've been trying to let the brothers take the lead of the show. We gonna see. Let's go to Article 1. Let's see what they got. Article 1. Video number 1. Drought at Panama Canal. Go ahead.
To store shelves this holiday season could be slowed by a drought affecting the Panama Canal, one of the world's key shipping routes. The canal connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, allowing ships to avoid sailing around the tip of South America. 40% of all U.S. container traffic passes through it. Senior national and environmental correspondent Ben Tracy shows us how a lack of rainfall has created a crisis at the canal.
The Panama Canal is one of the world's most successful shortcuts. About $270 billion of trade.
$270 billion of trade. Hey, look up who has dominion over the Panama Canal real quick. I want to see. I want to see. Because if y'all ever heard of a movie, it's called, what is it?
Deception.
The Panama Deception. Let's see something real quick. Because it said over 280 billion, I think. Rewind and play that again. If you ain't the same person that's looking for something, I want to play that real quick just so people can hear the amount of trade that's going through there.
The global effort to get goods to store shelves this holiday season could be slowed by a drought affecting the Panama Canal, one of the world's key shipping routes. The canal connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, allowing ships to avoid sailing around the tip of South America. 40% of all U.S. container traffic passes through it. Senior national and environmental correspondent Ben Tracy shows us how a lack of rainfall has created a crisis at the canal.
The Panama Canal is one of the world's most successful shortcuts. About $270 billion of trade each year rides on this ribbon of water, leaving very little room for error.
Panama is the route.
Boris Moreno is the canal's vice president of operations.
I've never walked across the Panama Canal.
Yeah, it's an experience.
He says 2/3 of canal traffic is either coming from or going to the United States.
Oh, pause.
But that flow of
pause it, and play that again.
President of operations.
I've never walked across the Panama Canal.
Yeah, it's an experience.
He says 2/3 of canal traffic is either coming from or going to the United States.
Pause.
But that
2/3 of the canal's traffic is either going to or from the United States of America. What does that let you know? That the number one place for trade and economics is in America.
Right.
And guess what? America's getting shook up because it's saying, hey, this drought is causing problems in Panama.
We need some milk.
Let's go to Revelation real quick. And officers, y'all got anything? Bring it out.
Sir.
Go to, matter of fact, give me I want that sitteth upon many waters. That's what I want first.
Isaiah.
No, not in Isaiah. I think it's one of the small prophets. What is it? I think it is, let me see. I want one of the small prophets.
I think it's Isaiah 47.
No, I don't want Isaiah 47. It says sit upon many waters. What is it? Go ahead, go to Revelations first then. So while we getting that, I'm going to show y'all that America is known for its trade. It's not a resource-rich place. But what it is it does trade with everybody. Revelation 18, you got
yes,
that?
Sir. The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Have drunk of the wine of her fornication. Read.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
And the what?
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. How? Through trade, business. They throw their own morals away in order to trade with America. Read.
And the merchants.
And the what?
And the merchants.
That's the key part right there. And the merchants, read.
Of the earth are wax rich.
Are what?
Are wax rich.
Uh-huh.
Through the abundance of her delicacies.
You see that? Through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right.
Now go to Nahum 3 and 4. That's what I wanted. Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. I don't even think that's it, but that's a good one.
I think it was Jeremiah.
Jeremiah what?
51 and 13.
Let's read that. Jeremiah 51 and 13.
Yes, sir. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters.
O thou that dwelleth upon many waters. Read.
Abundant in treasures.
A what?
Abundant in treasures.
So much that you got ships going all over the world full of your goods to buy or sell. Read.
Right. Thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness.
So, thou that dwellest upon many waters. America is surrounded by ports.
Right.
They got ports on both sides, shipping to both sides of the earth. One going one way, one going the other way, the other one going south. That's America. That ain't Great Britain.
Right.
That ain't Rome. That ain't no other country. The country that is Babylon is America. Understand that no other country on the face of the earth can identify with the amount of trade that America does.
Right.
Go ahead. Go press play on the video.
Flow of goods is now at risk because this 50-mile-long system of locks and lakes that connects two oceans is actually above sea level and doesn't run on ocean water.
No, it's fresh water. From our lake, Gatun Lake, that's man-made.
So you are reliant on rainfall.
Yes.
And generally in Panama, that happens.
It's one of the wettest countries in the world. But this year has been an unprecedented dry season. Our lake levels are close to the minimum.
Severe drought is drying up the lakes that feed the canal, plunging water levels so low they've had to cut the number of vessels passing through from 36 to 24 per day, delaying goods and creating a growing waiting room of ships out at sea. Some vessels are also being forced to carry up to 40% less cargo and slow down so they don't hit bottom.
Now we are really looking for fresh water.
Ricarte Vasquez Morales
hold on
is
real
the
quick.
canal's administrator.
Hey, this is interesting. This is interesting because what's that? You got the Israel-Hamas war going on, right? And those people over there was begging for a ceasefire just so they can get goods in, right? And now the goods are supposed to come to America. He's saying they depend on rainfall, right?
Damn.
Hey, go to Deuteronomy 28 real quick.
Yeah, bring it up.
Hey, that's why Deacon was bringing it out the other day. I think it was New Moon, how because it's going to lead to famine. That's what I'm getting from this. These scourges are set for an amendment.
Right, there you go. Bam.
That's what they set for. Read that real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 23.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
Verse 24.
That the Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder.
No more rain.
And dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Now it says until I'll be destroyed because it's like, well, what's the big deal about not getting no rain?
Right.
He said they depend on fresh water.
Right.
So without the fresh water, $50 billion? Yo, that's crazy. And you know that's not going to be like next week you're going to feel it. That's for toilet tissue again.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Right.
So, there you go. There you go. Go ahead, Presley. I want to get to the end of this.
Administrator.
The Panama Canal uses about 2.5 times the amount of water a city of the size of New York uses every day.
Every day. Wow.
That's crazy.
Moving a single ship through the locks takes 55 to 125 million gallons of water, depending on its size. Much of that is flushed into the ocean, but the Canal Authority is now trying to store and reuse as much of it as possible. It's considering diverting water from other rivers and building more reservoirs because the lakes feeding the canal are also the main source of drinking water for nearby Panama City.
How concerned are you about the long-term viability of the Panama Canal?
That is my main concern. We are climate dependent. So this issue of climate change to us is real.
Climate change is making the tropics hotter and dry spells longer.
Here comes the rain.
Here comes the rain. Thank God.
Except for this sudden downpour, we saw very little rain when we visited in August. Panama just experienced its driest October since 1950.
Well, for us, it's very, very concerning.
Antonio Dominguez is a managing director for shipping giant Maersk, the largest single user of...
As we see what's going on, a canal is man-made. Right. This is what I want y'all to understand. The canal is man-made. And now, because it's man-made, when things ain't supposed to be there, God ain't in agreement with it, now they got to resource other things. Now we got to take this river and turn it and make it go over here.
Right.
This, and guess what? America, the main people that's benefiting off this canal is Esau, is Babylon. This is on a small scale showing you this is how they do things. You think it's by chance that they do? No. America set all that up down there. And it ain't just in Panama. It's in Nigeria. It's in Uganda. It's in Britain. It's in China. It's everywhere. Everybody appeases America to make sure that they are taken care of in whatever endeavors they set themselves out to do. That is how this place is run. You got something else? Like you had something. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Alexandria, Louisiana, from IUIC Shreveport School.
All praises. What's going on?
I was trying to become the 10th caller. I get my shirt.
You the first caller this week. All praises. How you doing? What's your question or comment?
I'm doing all right. Hey, all right, man. Shit, I just love y'all came down there, man. I grew up under y'all, watching y'all since Captain Mattathias had dreads.
Took it back.
All praises. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Yes, sir.
All praise. Hey, it's a beautiful thing. You travel, brothers and sisters that watch the show. We appreciate y'all. They show you love when you show up to your city. So all praises that the labor is not in vain and the people are paying attention and watching and growing Pray y'all growing spiritually from what's being brought out. Shout out to the bishops and deacons for giving us the understanding so that we can teach the way we teach. So let's go to the next article or video. Number 2. All right.
I'm surprised Northern Kingdom didn't call in, man. Is that
right.
What's going on, Zebulon? What's up?
Damn. Zebulon don't give a damn. All right, go ahead. Press play on that. Somebody read that.
Says a Florida woman was arrested for hitting her son with her car. She was aiming at the kids, fighting him, police say.
So, Florida woman arrested for hitting, roll back up. Oh, for hitting her son with her car. So she hit her own son and she was aiming at the kids. Either way, you using a damn car as a weapon? What is wrong with the black woman?
Crazy.
What is wrong with the black woman? What happened to grabbing a whip, grabbing a belt? Now you don't got so. right. It ain't grab my belt. It's grabbed the steering wheel. Damn. I ain't never heard of that before. Go ahead, read that.
A Florida woman was arrested for hitting her son with her car. She was aiming at the kids, fighting him, police say. Quantavia Miltonese Samuel, 33, is facing battery and assault charges.
Oh, Lord.
A Florida woman was arrested Monday after she allegedly hit her son with her car while trying to collide with the children he was fighting with. Quantavia Miltonese Samuel, 33, was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to an arrest report obtained by NBC Miami, Samuel received a call from her son, who said he was being jumped by other juveniles, including one with a handgun, the report claimed. The son was fighting the other children when Samuel arrived and allegedly struck him with her Toyota RAV4. The report said Samuel helped her son into the car as the other juveniles quickly fled from the scene. She then pursued the children to their home, according to the report.
So, damn, let me get this straight. They fighting. She pull up. She try to hit them. She hit her son.
Right.
Damn.
She missed. He hop in the car. Then they go chase after them.
Yeah.
Right.
This sounds like something out of a movie. Give me that Lamentations about an ostrich. And this also lets you know she didn't pull up to the son and snatch him up and say, get out of these streets out here fighting and being up to no good.
Exactly.
Nah, she came to dun 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 dun. I'm super mama.
I can do it all by myself.
And you know what's missing in the picture for that sister last week that wanted to call?
There it is.
You know what's missing? The black man.
There it is.
The black man is what's missing.
But it's blame on both sides, Cap.
Yeah, nah.
On both sides.
Nah.
He should have took the keys.
Right. The black woman pull up trying to solve the problem. And the best thing you come up with is to run your damn car into come on, man.
Damn.
Read that.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones.
They do what?
They give suck to their young ones.
They give suck to their young ones. Not the sea monster would pull up and probably try to figure out a solution to the problem.
Right.
Go ahead.
The daughter of my people is become cruel.
They become what?
It's become cruel.
How cruel? So cruel they run your own ass over with a car. A RAV4 to be specific. Read.
Like the ostriches in the wilderness.
Like what?
The ostriches in the wilderness.
Read.
The tongue of the suckling child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them.
So these women are ostriches, and they raising up monsters, as we brought out last week. All these crazy stories we hear about with these young men and these young women, what is missing? The man.
Right.
That's why we keep telling y'all, we calling for you men to raise up. We're going to get on the sisters, but guess what? You men are needed in your community.
That's right.
You're needed in these households. And we know a lot of times the woman, they trying to kick you out. They don't want you to be in the position that you're supposed to be in, but you got to man up and take your position in the household.
Right.
Give me that in 2 Ezra 10 and 33 real quick. 2 Ezra 10 and verse 33. Because when the man is not there, these are the type of stories we read and continue to see over and over and over again. Read that.
2 Ezra chapter 10, verse 33. And he said unto me, stand up manfully.
Do what?
Stand up manfully.
We telling y'all to stand up manfully. Read.
And I will advise thee.
And what?
And I will advise
And
thee.
the Lord will advise you. We got to stand up and take our place in society once again.
That's right.
Because you leave it up to the woman, we know it's going to happen.
Right.
Just look at the black and brown community since the crack epidemic when they took the man out of the household. We are at an all-time low.
Right.
We got more gang banging. We got more homosexuals. We got less fathers than ever before. Why? Because the women are raising up these men, so-called men. Y'all got that on that?
Yes, sir. Hey, IT, can y'all pull up the definition of the word rash? R-A-S-H. Because that's what we're seeing right here. Right. Could we go to Isaiah 32, verse 4? So this is just a prime example because even though her son was in that situation, the way she handled it was out of order.
There you go.
It was all out of emotion, right? Because she was probably afraid, thought her son was about to die. And that she's a woman, so she don't really know how to control her emotions. So the first thing she thought of was, when I pull up, I'm going to run him over, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the crazy thing about it is she ended up hitting her son, but instead of taking him to the hospital, she chases after the other kids because she's so pissed off, right? It's crazy. Can you read that? Isaiah 32 and 4. Can y'all put that definition, please?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 4.
Yep.
The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge.
Right. So this is the people that we're dealing with. We're dealing with our people that are rash. It says the heart, the mind of our people are rash. Can we put that definition up of what it's talking about? Let's see.
Make it a little bigger.
Yep. So rash, it says displaying or proceeding from a lack of careful consideration of the possible consequences of an action. So when you in that type of situation, you got to think, if I run over these kids, what could possibly happen to me? You understand? What could possibly happen to my son? You're not thinking about that. You ain't think of, let me call the police.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me deal with this the proper way. But our people, we don't consider things before we do it. We act out of emotion. Now, jump down to verse 9. Let's show who it's talking about, just to get an example.
Verse 9. Rise up, ye more women that are at ease.
There we go. Because our sisters are at ease. Damn. They got it made here in America.
Right.
Why? Because America says you don't need a man. I got you.
Right.
I got you. I got your housing. I'm gonna give you food stamps. I'm gonna take care of you. So they at ease. And guess what? It brings forth these type of situations. Right. All right. That's it.
Hey, I'm gonna land back over you for that. Hey, go to Proverbs 26 and 27. I know right now that young man is hurt, not only physically but mentally, because you know how kids are. Yeah. If they jump at him and then mama roll up and then she run him over, you know they clown him.
Right.
Then you gonna throw him in the car. He probably hurt, crying, and then now she wants to go to the houses, right?
Right.
Go to Proverbs 26, 27 to go along with what you were saying a while ago.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 27. Whoso diggeth a pit.
Because she like, I'm about to line up my vehicle to go hurt other people's kids.
Right. Shall fall therein.
And your own son gets the punishment. Damn. He gets the judgment.
Damn.
That thing is sad. That thing is sad, man. And then what's crazy to me is, it's not like she didn't have opportunity. It said that she got a phone call.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna say this. I've been in a fight before.
Right.
And last time I checked, when you're getting jumped, there's no time to take out a phone. Yeah, mama.
Right.
So something about this is fishy. Because even the whole, he got a gun on him, she probably saying that just to her defense, to justify what she's doing or whatever.
100%.
Right.
100%. Go to the next article. Erykah Badu.
The bag lady back?
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta check that TV.
Erykah Badu. He probably stepping on something.
Mm-hmm. Sabotage.
Number four. There we go. All right. Go ahead. Pull it up. Go ahead. Read that.
Erykah Badu stuns on the cover of GQ Germany. Men of the Year edition.
Hold on. Read that again.
Wow.
Erykah Badu stuns on the cover of GQ Germany. Men of the Year edition.
Now, maybe I'm reading this wrong.
Something ain't right, Cap.
Maybe I've been deceived my whole life.
Might be a typo.
But last I checked, Erykah Badu was a woman.
Right.
And she actually, it ain't like she's a non-identifying woman. Right. She's a known woman. She ain't a trans woman.
Been for years.
Right. She made the Bag Lady song, right? Erykah Badu.
Right,
she made a lot of classics. talking about femininity in women, right?
Right.
But now, because the white man's involved, he said, nah, you're going to be the man of the year. Let's read a little bit of this story. Let's see what's going on here.
Earlier this week, GQ Germany unveiled its latest cover star, which is none other than Erykah Badu. The publication declared the Grammy-winning performer the music icon of the year for their Men of the Year issue. And she certainly brought all the intensity one would expect for her shoot. On the cover, Badu is seen striking a dramatic pose with her arms raised above her head as her long braids obscure her otherwise bare chest. She reflected on pioneering neo-soul in her interview with GQ Germany, describing how she paved the way for other artists with her debut album. I helped introduce them, she began. I was the first in my genre. There was no genre until the name neo-soul was created for the album Baduzum, because no one could categorize what I was doing. I drilled a hole in the dam, so to speak, and all the like-minded frequencies followed through it. It's a formula that others can use.
So basically, they giving her props for whatever genre, but what that got to do with her being
a man?
Yeah, I don't get that. That's crazy.
You know what this is? This crafty counsel.
There you go.
Hey, you can real quick, just pull up that last article I posted, because this is exactly why stuff like this can happen. We don't need to read it. I just want to show you the picture of it, because like Cap was saying, it said Men of the Year, right? With a sister up there. But this is why stuff like that can happen.
Right. There you go.
I don't know if y'all remember this. The one on the right. Get the one on the right and then blow it up bigger so everybody can see it. What does that say? Nope. Hell no. Not the Power Ranger one. The yellow one.
The one when he in a dress. Come on, IT. And who on sound effects? They ain't doing the damn thing.
Yeah, it's Lex.
Y'all ain't got no sound effects, man? Dang, we ain't got no sound. Well, I tell you, boy.
You got to speak it to existence like see how you said.
But anyway,
come on, bro. Thank you.
So here's the problem.
Yep.
This says this is the new masculinity.
Damn, that's heavy, son. That's heavy. Now notice, we gonna bring this point up later.
Crazy.
The people behind these is your Jewish man and your Jewish woman. Understand that? Remember that point.
Right.
They put our women up to be men, and they put our men up to be women.
Yep.
Remember that point as we go on in the show. But before we continue, go to Wisdom of Solomon 14 about changing the kind. Yes, this is what they do with our celebrities and our people. They want to give you the opposite sex.
Yeah.
They want our women to be men, and they want our men to be women. Why is that? Because that leads to what? Death.
Right.
Yep.
That culture leads to death. When a woman acts like a man, it breeds monsters. When a man acts like a woman, you have no men to defend those wannabe men in the first place. So what does it lead to? Confusion. Wisdom of Solomon 14, 26?
25.
25, read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon. Now you're right. Chapter 14, verse 26. Disquieting of good men.
Disquieting of good men.
Forgetfulness of good terms.
Forgetfulness of good terms.
Defiling of souls.
What?
Defiling of souls.
That's defiling of souls, what we're seeing right here. Because guess what? A lot of people are going to be swayed by these things.
Right.
Now you're going to be confused. My son see that, he's going to be like, Daddy, what is that? What's going on here?
Right.
Read.
Changing of kind.
What?
Changing of kind.
Changing of kind. Now they want to put the man up for the woman and the woman up for the man. This is what your friendly neighborhood white man is doing in what? The black community.
Right.
They ain't putting the Jewish woman up there.
Right.
They ain't putting the Jewish hardcore rap up there. No. They put our people up to be the billboard for these things.
Right.
So we can be the poster child for how a man can wear a dress. Why is it that Tom Cruise ain't got on a dress?
Right.
Why Tom Cruise ain't getting hit from the backside and winning a Grammy?
Right.
No. Why John Vogt ain't got on lipstick and all this other stuff?
Oh, sound like he calling in.
Hey, Shalom, caller, what's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Lot of mercy.
Brother Coffee.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
One, brother.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at what I just put up, and that's just part of the agenda push.
Yep.
The pushing that agenda should put Erykah Badu as man is just like when they put Bruce Jenner as the woman of the year.
Right.
When he just came out as transgender, they make him the woman of the year.
Right.
Now they point a black woman as man of the year, even though she ain't necessarily pushing that she's transgender or
Right,
nothing like that. She's just a regular female, but they're still pushing it because however they got to do it to keep the agenda going, they're gonna do it.
Yep.
And the question I wanted to ask you about that is do you think is also the Jewish people like the owners of the magazines and stuff like that, just like they controlling the news and
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's part of the media too.
Yep. 100%.
So that's how I'm looking at it as the agenda push.
All praise.
You know, so and they're using the black people, just like the guy who in the other picture was Pharrell.
Right.
Yeah, so they're using our black stars or whatever, celebrities you want to call them, and that's how I look at it. So
yep.
But we got to fight it down.
100%.
Fight it down.
100%.
It's definitely wrong.
All praises.
But I have a blessed night. Lot of mercy.
A lot of mercy. Thank you for calling in, Brother Kobe. All praises. So let's go to the next article. Oh wait, no, you had a scripture. Right? You was reading the scripture, right?
Oh no, I thought matter of fact, go to Isaiah 3:9 real quick.
Yeah.
Isaiah 3:9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom.
Right. That's why America is called spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Egypt, because they openly, what do they say? They gain a proud.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They declare it openly. Read.
They declare their sin as Sodom.
They put it on a magazine cover.
They hide it not.
They don't even hide it. And like Cap was bringing out, that stuff is very influential on the next generation because they'll make them feel like, well, there's nothing wrong with it. Then they hit you with that, oh, no, that's how he was born. Right? Go ahead.
Woe unto their soul.
What did the Lord say?
Woe unto their soul.
Destruction unto their soul. All praises. You got a bomb. Read.
For they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Right. And you know, black people really don't understand the depths of what Esau's doing when they collect the check and do this stuff because then you turn around, I think last week we had Marlon.
Yep.
He was talking about something he had to accept that his daughter want to be his son now.
Yep.
All this other foolishness.
Crazy.
You don't realize the hurt that you're doing. I know he probably wasn't thinking the outcome of him putting out them white chick movies and taking the bag for that kind of stuff would hit home. But now when it's hitting home, now you got to swallow the pill and take it.
Yeah. Because you're the first example of your children. And you got to think, like, especially as a celebrity, everybody looks up to your father or mother. You understand? Yeah. So your praise is based off of your father's and your parents' reputation.
Yep.
So guess what? They're going to relish in the things that they've done in their life. They're going to relish in the movies they made, the shows they partook in, the sports, whatever it may be, and they're going to glorify that thing. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to emulate the same exact behavior.
That's and guess what Erykah Badu is? A baby mama.
Baby
mama. Sorry, Miss Jackson.
She got a lot of kids.
She got Andre 3000 and then she got a kid, I think, with DOC.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. No surprise there. All right, next one. Next one.
Oh, that's Unk.
Skip.
Yep.
That's Unk.
Skip. Hey, pull up, play the sports section real quick, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to keep it. See, the brothers don't even use the sections no more. Pull up the sports section since we're going through the sports.
Damn.
If y'all even got it. See, they don't even know where it's at, probably.
Damn.
Transitions.
All right, don't worry about it. Okay, let's see. All right, there we go. See, we're supposed to have transitions. Y'all don't messed up the show.
Hey.
So keep a critical commentary to yourself.
Dang, they playing the old.
Or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
They were saying that we wasn't the Jews. They saying no, but these are the American Negroes. No, we ain't. There's no such thing. We were brought to America.
About to blow. Yeah.
I thought Lahad had a rap over this.
Yeah.
That's how they do it in the South.
Hey, that's some good stuff.
That's a whole song right there. You're going platinum.
Hey, that beat was fire.
We get into the sports news, y'all. What we got? live here with Skip Black Van Pelt.
Skip.
Read it. He just keep looking at it. That brother looking at that word like, oh, what word is that?
Oh my God. The hotties are coming for Shannon Sharpe following his inappropriate comments about Megan Thee Stallion.
So, Skip said something. He said he looking for a freak pretty much. And all the hoes came out to play. Let's read about it though. Go ahead, scroll down. Scroll down. Go ahead.
Shannon Sharpe let his lust for Megan Thee Stallion get the best of him.
So Shannon Sharpe let his lust get the best of him pertaining to Megan Thee Stallion. I think she like 20, she probably like 22, 23. Yeah. This man like 40-something, 45. He established, oh, I do this, I do that, I do that too. I tell you, boy, that girl right there, boy.
He looked like the Denver Bronco.
So read that.
The ESPN First Take co-host and Pro Football Hall of Famer is in hot water with Megan Thee Stallion's fans during the recent episode of his podcast, Nightcap, with fellow former NFL player Chad Ochocinco Johnson. In the clip.
Now, hey, this is what else. You see this? You got two older men that's established, and this is what they talking about for the world to hear. This is what they see black men. We just entertainment. Right. Give me that Psalms 137 real quick. Sing us a song.
Yes, sir.
This is what we for. These men are they ain't broke.
Nah.
And these men are looked up to. Yeah, they got major platforms. There you go. This is what America wants from our aged and our young black men.
Right.
They only want you to get older, but they never want you to truly age or become a man.
Right.
This is where they always want you at, talking about nonsense.
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of
Meanwhile,
Psalms.
Meanwhile, the white man, the aged white man, you know what they talking about? Politics.
Yep.
Right.
They talking about World War III. They talking about economics. They talking about how to make money. What are the two aged black men talking about? They talking about how they can have sex with a young black woman that's half their age. Man. You can't tell me this ain't predictive programming for our people. Right. They always want to keep you in that boy state. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 3. For there they carried us away captive. For they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
They did what?
Required of us a song. And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
They required of us mirth. They can't sit up there and talk about the oppression of their people.
Nope. Right.
They ain't gonna sit up there and have nice conversations about, bruh, you seeing what's going on with our people? You see what's going on in the war? You seeing how they treating our brothers and sisters in Ukraine? Right. How they can't leave the country? You see how they chopping hands off in what country is that in Africa where they chopped all the hands off?
Congo.
In the Congo? They can't talk about that.
Right.
They can't talk about how the brothers and sisters are filling up the prison systems. They can't talk about those things. Right. They can't talk about how the water still ain't fixed in Flint, Michigan. But they'll sit up there and they'll give them a platform to talk about how you can have sex with one of our sisters.
Right.
Go ahead. Read it again.
For they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
They require of us a song. What is that? Not just singing, but you are their entertainment.
Right.
That is what you are. If you're not singing, you dancing. If you ain't dancing, you clapping. If you ain't clapping, you throwing the football. If you ain't throwing the football, you catching it.
Right.
If you ain't catching it, you dunking it. If you ain't dunking it, you painting. Whatever it is, you are their entertainment.
Right.
You are the workforce. That is what they want us to be here in America. Because I'm on social media. White folks don't talk about stuff like that.
No. Right.
They are occupied in how to make they world, how they can control it.
Right.
That's all they worrying about.
Right.
Economics, politics, war, guns, all those different things. That's what Esau conversation is. Amongst the aged men.
Right.
I'll say that. I ain't gonna say all of them is like, but amongst the aged men, like you got two brothers like that, that's what they're talking about.
Right.
You won't find that with our people.
Hey,
my bad.
You know what's crazy is somebody called it out in the chat. He had Brittany Renner up there not too long ago. Same thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, he married to Esau. I ain't never seen him over sexualize Edomite women.
Damn.
But he's doing that amongst sisters.
Damn. Hey, that's very true. And you know what? You know why he won't do that? Because he know what comes with that. When you sexualize a white woman, what you getting raped, a rape charge.
Right.
Damn. You better not talk about a white woman like that. I don't care how big your teeth is. I don't care how many balls you caught. It don't matter. You talk about the white woman like that.
Right.
Yeah, you gonna be with P. Diddy and everybody else that just caught charges. Damn. That's what happens. But go ahead, you ask something?
Yes, sir. Hey, can we get 2 Maccabees 7:24?
Yep.
So the reason why I want to bring this out is because when we read in Psalms 137, it says that they required of us a song. So most of our brothers in the entertainment system, right, they know what's required of them. In order for them to get the bag,
right,
they got to do certain things. Like you said, they're not going to talk on certain topics because that's when the money gets taken away.
Yep.
What happened to Kanye West? What happened to Nick Cannon, right? Money was taken away.
Right.
So they know exactly what's required of them to get the bag. All right, read that.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 11, verse 24.
7:24.
Oh, 7:24.
Yes, sir.
Now, Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be reproachful speech, while the youngest was yet alive.
Right, so his brothers got persecuted, but the youngest was yet alive. Let's see what they tried to offer this young man.
Did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both rich.
He would make him what?
Both rich and a happy man.
Right, so they tried to bribe him with the money and a good life. That's what most of these brothers have. You think about the Ocho Cinco, you think about the Shannon Sharpe, LeBron. They not going to talk about certain things because they both rich and they live in the good life right now.
Yep.
They know what's required of them to have so-called success in this life.
Right. If he would turn from the laws of his fathers.
There we go. That's the key. If they turn from the law of our fathers. So guess what? Our brother's not dumb. Majority of these men see what's going on with our people in the world, but they won't dare speak about it because they know that it's not required of them in the eyes of Esau. All right, go ahead.
And that also he would take him for his friend.
Take him of his friend.
And trust him with affairs.
And give him position.
Yep.
That's what we read about, what's that, John 11, verse 47? They know our Christian pastors, they got position. They got certain power. They got certain rights because they do what's required of them.
Right. Hey, let me, I'm going to land back off you. Go to Sirach 25:2. How the Lord feel about that? You give up on the Lord and his people for the bag from Esau.
Right.
Sirach 25:2.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 2. 3 sorts of men my soul hated.
He what?
3 sorts of men my soul hated.
Newsflash, Christians. God hates people. Read.
Right.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
Come on.
A poor man that is proud.
Read.
A rich man that is a liar. And an old adulterer that doted.
He hate them old ass men sitting up there 55 years old talking about their lust. Talking about what you gonna do to the young girl. Lord said he hates you behind, man.
That's a precept. That's a cold precept there. Go back to the article. Go ahead. In the clip?
Yes, sir. In the clip that has since gone viral, Sharpe didn't bite his tongue at all when talking about his attraction to Megan Thee Stallion and sharing in explicit detail what he wants to do to the Houston rapper sexually.
You see that? This is what they want. This is what they want. This is playing to the old stereotype that they want for us.
Right.
That what? The black man is sex crazed,
Right.
and the black woman is just a starlet.
Right.
She just can't control herself.
Right.
That's why you got the buck. I wish Captain Kimiel was there. He would bring out his book.
Yeah.
You got the buck, and then you got the bed wench.
Right.
Both of these are playing out right before your eyes, and they don't even understand it.
Right.
I'm not saying they're doing it because they think that, but they're doing it. What's the word? Gosh, doggone it. Can't think of the word.
Strategically.
Yeah. They doing it without even knowing it. They've been brainwashed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They've been brainwashed.
Yes,
go ahead, scroll it. We'll go ahead.
Can I get one quick? Yeah. Sirach 23:17.
Yep.
Because as we know, Megan's the sound what are they?
Megan the horse. Megan the horse. Megan the man horse.
Hey, she promotes this, right? And that's the attention that she wants. So what's his name? Skip is playing into Skip is just playing into his natural nature right now, his sinful nature. Read that for me.
Where we at?
23:17.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
She said, all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He don't care what type of woman it is, as long as he can get it. As far from what I remember, Megan Thee Stallion done shot off her foot. So, so he don't care what it's like. He said he gonna take it down no matter what. Go ahead.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he dies.
So even in his older age, he said, nah, I'm going to try to take that down. I think I seen the video. He said he's going to take some pills for that.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Go back to the article.
Wow.
There you crazy. Go ahead. I have her stretched out.
I'd have her stretched out like 2:45.
Ain't no way he said that. I can't believe this dude.
All right. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom, Cap. Most High Christ bless. Houston Camp, Officer Silas.
Hey.
I think he was looking for they do it subconsciously.
There you go, subconsciously. There you go.
That's right.
All praise, my brother. My brother passed that SAT. All praise.
That's right.
Thank you.
All praise. Most High Christ.
Most High Christ bless.
I'm tuned in. Cap.
All
Shalom.
praise. All praise. So go back to the article. Right, they do it subconscious because they call it. When you just do things, you don't even know why you're doing it.
Right.
You don't even know why you're doing it.
Man.
Go ahead.
I'd have her stretched out like 2:45. Sharpe said before adding, I do it 3 ways. Ocho, deep, hard, and consciously. I'd have her opening up like salon doors.
So this is what the black man is talking about for the whole world to hear.
Man.
What happened to the conversations of the older black men that you can lean on and learn from to take, like my grandfather always told me this, or he always told me that.
Right.
Nah, that ain't what you hearing from your grandfather today. Right. You hearing about how they gonna stretch out Megan Thee Stallion 3 different ways. What happened to the aged man? Give me that in Sirach 8 real quick. Sirach chapter 8. And this letting you know the level of where we at today. This is where we at today as a people. We ain't where we used to be at. Sirach 8 and verse 8.
The book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 8. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs.
With what?
With their proverbs.
This ain't no proverbs. A lot of y'all look up to these brothers. These brothers get more views than Bishop's class. Can you imagine that? People listen to that. Meanwhile, we got all this nonsense going on, but Bishop's breaking down all the scriptures you can imagine, and y'all ain't tuned in. Read.
For of them thou shalt learn instruction.
Learn what?
Instruction.
That ain't no instruction. Read.
And how to serve great men.
And how to serve great men.
With ease.
Read.
Miss not the discourse of the elders.
This how you let you know, hey, the elders, these men that they put in front of you, that the white man put in front of you, those ain't our elders.
Right.
Like we always say, the leaders that they put in front of us are puppets for the white man's agenda. They are to push and agree with white supremacy. Go ahead, Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Hey, look here, Skip. Why you talking about that?
Skip!
Why you hating on me,
Skip! What's going on, Cap?
Hey, shalom, Cap. That's crazy, man. Y'all gonna have to spend a couple of minutes on that. Hey, I sent that in the book.
Okay, I knew you was gonna get it. I knew you was gonna get it. Oh,
hey,
praise.
You can get that First Maccabees 14:9, but y'all doing a great job, man. Y'all continue on.
All right.
Oh, they got it up for you.
No, we got it up. We gonna read it for you, Cap. We want you to break it down. We want you to break it down. What you want first, the scripture or the book?
Hey, read the book.
All right, go ahead.
The book. It's only that one.
The notion of the book. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Move it over to the left a little bit, y'all. We can't see the whole picture. There you go. All right. Nope. We're back over to the left. Right there. Bam. All right, read that.
The notion of buck, a white gender convention, represented a caricature or reversal of the notion of cavalier. It encoded white male fears of black sexuality in particular and of virility in general. The convention of the buck emphasized white views of the single, sexually active black male as divorced from other social roles.
There you go. Bam.
That's
Bam.
exactly what you was talking about. Here are black men in their 40s, 50s, 60s. They still talking about stretching out a little 20-year-old woman, right? But yet
like you said, the things that we need to be hearing about how we're gonna bring our nation back into prominence. Black men don't talk about that.
Nope.
We are divorced from all of those other things that we need to be talking about. How we need to be bringing our youth back into the knowledge of who they are. We divorced from all of those things.
Damn.
The so-called white man has done a hell of a job on that.
Hell of a job. Hell of a job. You got that in First Maccabees for Cap?
Yes, sir.
You said First Maccabees, right? 14-9?
14-9.
Yep.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 14 and 9. The ancient men sat all in the streets, communing together of good things, and the young men put on glorious and warlike apparel.
And the young men put on glorious and warlike apparel. Look at our aged men today. Our aged men is walking around in jerseys, pants sagging. You can't tell, except for by the gray hairs on their beard, that they ain't no different than the youth today.
Damn. That's true. Fire. Thank you for calling in, Skip.
Hey, Cat, I got to jump on another call.
All right, shalom.
That's the corporate cat.
Go back to the article. Come on.
Pull it up.
All right, cool. All right, scroll down. Press play on it.
Ocho, you need to stop this though, man. Man, you know, every time people say, man, Ocho be trying to set you up, you need to let Ocho set you up with such and such. Set you up with, man. Bro.
Yeah.
No.
Why? What's wrong with it? What you scared of?
Ocho, they ain't ready for me. You know, I be on them diamonds, Ocho. So, you know, leave me alone.
Hey, listen, can I ask you a question? You be talking about that diamond. I don't think that's really gonna work. That's the point of her name. The point of her being a stallion. It supersedes anything that you're
Ocho,
saying.
I know she.
So I
good.
think are you scared?
No, but hey, I understand, Ocho. My grandpa used to say, boy, they can look down longer than you can look up. They look up longer than you can look down. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? But hey,
yes, sir.
I have a stretched out like a 2:45. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
All right, take it up. So this is what the black man is talking about in our communities. Y'all see that? And then y'all got a problem with us teaching on the street corners.
Right.
Y'all got a problem with us telling our women to put on a dress or a skirt. Y'all got a problem with us telling you not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, but you ain't got no problem. Ain't nobody calling in to the Ocho Cinco show to call them and tell them they perverts.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna do that. Ain't nobody gonna call and complain to the police officers in Cleveland that we got 90,000 people missing here and ain't nobody looking for them.
Right.
Y'all ain't gonna call and complain about that.
Nope.
But you got a problem when the brothers in purple and gold show up in your community and we hold everybody accountable.
Right.
Because y'all hate the Bible and y'all hate God. That's why you do that. Now, go back to the article. Go back to the article and scroll down. The fallout.
The fallout from 55-year-old.
He's 55 years old. This man almost 60 years old. Damn.
AARP.
Read.
The fallout from 55-year-old former professional comments was swift. One person wrote on Instagram, "Love Shannon, but this is wildly inappropriate."
Okay, so some of my people actually got some common sense.
Right. They wrote,
So, we good on this. All right, lead this. Oh,
but
go ahead.
I was about to say, hold on. Look why they saying it though. It ain't because of righteousness.
Right.
Read that next part.
he is employed by ESPN.
Stop misrepresenting the white man.
Wow.
Hey, that's heavy because
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Yeah, a lot of music. This Kofi again.
Hey, what's going on, Kofi?
And this topic here, Shannon Sharpe wasn't one of those guys who was getting an Kyrie Irving had about the little tweet that he made about Hebrews to Negroes.
Right.
So and he was talking about him having a big platform and he should be careful of what he put on the platform and things, but he following your own advice.
Right. Yep. 100%. 100%.
As well as the other guy on you guys' show, he mentioned about Megan Thee Stallion shooting herself in the foot. But usually when a horse foot go bad, they put it down. So it's easy to put down.
I knew it was coming.
All praises, all praises.
All right, have a blessed night.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Wise and elegant. And it's funny because you said usually they got like proverbs from the grandfather. The one proverb he done brought out was pervert as hell.
Right. Hey, go to while we on that. Hold on, because some more scriptures just came to mind. Give me a wise to do evil in Jeremiah. And then give me a degenerate vine in Jeremiah as well. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Shalom, Cap. This is Brother Robinson.
Brother Robinson, what's going on with you? Where you calling from?
New York.
New York. Brooklyn, New York. We in the building. We in here.
I see Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco talking like that. I have 3 daughters.
Damn.
And if any of those men will go close to my daughter, I think there'll be problems, man. You know, are you going to talk like that about young sisters?
Right.
I mean, even despite the fact that, you know, Megan Thee Stallion, I mean, you know, she's living a life of sin and all of that.
Right.
You know, but I mean, look at the mentality. And like you said, you know, IUICs on the corners teaching the truth.
Right.
And they come up against IUIC, but they're not coming up against these brothers that are talking all this crap.
Nope.
You know, but as soon as Bishop or the deacons, you know, start talking about we're the true Israelites and all of that, they have a problem with it.
There you go. You
know, but they're not talking about these nasty men.
Nope. They won't say nothing.
Said, these men, they need to repent.
Yep.
They need to repent.
All praise. Thank you for calling in, bro.
All praise, my brother. Shalom. Okay.
You got that?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
For my people.
For what?
For my people.
For my people.
Is foolish.
Is what?
Is foolish.
God says we are foolish people. Read.
They have not known me.
We have what?
They have not known me.
Read.
They are sottish children.
They are sottish children. Read.
And they have none understanding.
And we have no understanding. Was that it?
No, sir.
Read.
They are wise to do evil.
We are wise to do evil. All the way in our conversation. Because guess what? The conversation that they're having, only because of the technology that we have today, we able to see it. Right. But that's the same thing your degenerate uncles talk about back at the home.
Yep.
And guess what? And that's what leads to what? A lot of them talking about their own family members like about that. They little niece and they little nephew, and what happened? They touch them, they perverts, and then what? Now you got a homosexual in your family.
Right.
You worrying about little Lacey is now she kissing girls. Right. Why? Because she got touched when she was younger. Because the perverts that y'all just witnessed went and touched them. That's how most people that are homosexuals, they were sexually assaulted when they were younger.
Right.
That's what happens. So what do? Now they don't like the opposite sex anymore. That's what happens. That's exactly how it happens. And but now they put it up. Folly is sin now.
Right.
It's good. That's good to talk about now.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Go ahead. Give me that in Jeremiah, the other one, about a degenerate plant.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
God planted us a noble vine. The men that had platforms back in the day were King David, King Solomon, Jesus Christ, Paul, the disciples. That's who rose up and had thousands listening to him in the past.
Right.
We were a noble plant. Read.
Holy, a right seed.
We were a right seed. Read.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant?
Huh? What you said?
Don't do it. Hey, don't
bring that Ohio read over here.
Yeah, that's Ohio.
Oh, you don't know about that.
Go ahead, read it again.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate?
Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Degenerate plant. How have we become a degenerate plant? Well, we got 55-year-olds perverting in the public in front of everybody.
Right.
How is that? How? Because we love not the truth of the Bible.
Right.
That's how. Because God gave us over to our lust. Give me Sirach 18 and 30 real quick.
Yes, sir.
Sirach 18 and 30. Now you got people correcting you in public. In the comments, they're like, hey, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now, dog. Read that.
Sirach chapter 18, verse 30. Go not after thy lust.
Do what?
Go not after thy lust.
Go not after thy lust. Read.
But refrain thyself.
But what?
refrain
But
thyself
refrain thyself, read.
from thine appetite.
Uh-huh.
If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock.
You see that? That's where you at now. Everybody looking at your old behind as a laughing stock. Like, dang, it's one thing to think it, it's another thing to put it out there for the whole world. But guess what? They don't care because what? Like he said, they get that rich, they get riches, and they get a happy life.
Right.
You get ratings. Oh, man, you saw how many views we got?
Right.
Woo! Ocho, what we talking about tonight, Ocho?
Right.
Skip. I don't need skip no more. Because that's what they worry about now.
Right.
That's where our community is. That's where the black man is now. So, go back to the let's go to the next article. Matter of fact, let's take a commercial break. Let's go to the boom cards real quick, and then when we come back, we finna get on some heat. I got some heat coming.
You got Ohio bleeding over, man.
Yeah, you gotta shake it off.
IUIC boom cards are fun, interactive digital activity quiz cards for children ages 2 through 10. Our boom cards offer an educational product that is the first of its kind. We have decks in English and Spanish, tailor-made for young Israelites to learn our history and commandments. You can use them in your homeschool classroom and after-school assignments, or even on the go. The intuitive, easy-to-maneuver digital learning features found on our boom cards are self-correcting, allowing children to learn without their parents' help. Anytime you have an internet connection, you can fill your child's idle time with profitable and true biblical teaching. You can access IUIC boom cards on any mobile device or computer at www.boomlearning.com/author/IUIC. You can also download the Boom Cards app on the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, or even on your Kindle. Righteous digital activities and study tools for your children are now available through IUIC Boom Cards.
All right. Quick commercial break. We back, y'all. We back. Let's go to article number 11. Remember, I've been telling y'all the whole time. Understand who's over the media companies and outlets that's putting these men up.
Right.
Because what all we went over so far? We went over Shannon Sharpe. What else we went over?
Yeah.
The famine that's coming. It was one other thing we talked.
Her son.
Yes. Oh, and then the GQ article.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
right.
The GQ article.
Turning upside down.
So, yes, turning the world upside down. So, with that being said, let's read this next one about what Julia Margulies had to say.
Juliana Margulies apologizes for saying black people have been brainwashed to hate Jews.
So, she says that black people have been brainwashed to hate Jews. I find that hard to believe because y'all painted the Jews as white people.
Right.
And last I checked, y'all painted Jesus as white.
Mm-hmm.
And all black people have been painted and taught to love Jesus.
Right.
So how was we taught to hate the Jews? Hey, ain't nobody feeling sorry for y'all. People are seeing that Israel is doing some wicked ass stuff, and now y'all being held accountable. Now you saying we being brainwashed.
Right.
Go ahead.
Margulies, who plays a lesbian character on the morning show, also shared outrage at black and queer people for supporting Palestinians.
So they upset because black people got their own opinion. That's like if one day all black people started voting Republican, they'd lose their mind. Oh, Lord. This is going, how could they leave us?
Right.
We are the Democratic Party. Go ahead, scroll down. Gets better, gets a lot better. Go ahead, read that.
During a podcast interview on the war between Israel and Hamas, actor Juliana Margulies asserted that black people should be completely supporting Israel, but have been brainwashed to hate Jews.
So hold on, this is my first problem. How does somebody that's white get to determine what black people should be putting their loyalty and trust? That lets you know they don't think of you as a nation of people.
All right.
You are puppets for them.
Right.
They control what black people think, what you believe, what you think, what you should listen to, what you should dance to, who you should marry, where you should live. Everything the white man says, we control everything about you.
Right.
Y'all don't have a brain to be able to think. How dare you do something opposite than what we programmed you to do?
Right.
Because as Bishop Yawasop said, the white man was created here in America. They showed it to you in their Clone Tyrone.
Right.
They came right out the factory and they built, guess what? That movie's real. And that's why they upset. They say, how dare my creation go against what I built into them?
Right.
I got a chip in the back of your damn head and say you love white people. What are y'all doing?
You're right.
Supposed to be programmed.
Right. But guess what, y'all? We waking up. That phenomenon that Willie Lynch spoke about is happening. Black people are starting to think. The white scales, the milky scales of white Jesus is coming off our eyes.
Oh, praise.
Caesar Borgia is slowly being pulled out of the hearts and minds of our people.
Right.
And we're going to be able to look at things objectively. And once you do that, you'll be able to see, hold on.
Right.
America is the black man's Holocaust. When do you see Jewish people setting up in Germany, listening to rap music and chilling out and living in the hoods in Germany? They ain't in Auschwitz throwing a party.
No.
Right.
They ain't in Auschwitz trying to be the first round draft pick. They ain't in Auschwitz trying to figure out how they can get more hoes. They got the hell up out of there and got their own land. But black people, America, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, New York, that's your Auschwitz. But guess what? Y'all been fooled and deceived to thinking that this is your homeland.
Right.
But guess what? Now they're starting to see. We're starting to see it on little low levels. But go ahead, read it. Keep reading. The claims.
The claims that are just going viral were delivered on a November 21st episode of The Back Room with Andy Ostro, a podcast described as a humorous and honest take on politics and pop culture.
You see that? Y'all see what they're talking about, right? Politics and pop culture. They ain't talking about bending somebody's legs open. Go ahead.
The conversation was on the war in the Gaza Strip.
You see that? The conversation was about war. Read.
And Ostro brought up the U.S. and the Holocaust, a 2022 documentary by Ken Burns. Margilis, who is Jewish, jumped on it.
She jumped on that topic. Read.
It should be mandatory watching.
It should be mandatory watching. Read.
Especially.
What?
Especially.
For what?
For the black community.
You see that?
Damn.
They think they got rights to teach you and indoctrinate you on what they want you to do.
Right.
They said, hey, it's mandatory that they learn about our Holocaust.
Right.
Meanwhile, in America, they said, hey, in Florida, they said, do away with all black history. It's so bad now that the black church got to teach black history because they took it out of the schools.
Right.
Go ahead.
We met her spirit at camp. We had a camp in, up there by me.
Right.
And white woman, she says she's Jewish.
Right.
And officers teaching, she's agreeing with everything. All of a sudden, she was like, that could be perceived as hate. So we was like, wait a second. Why is it that every time we talk about black history, which involves your people, which you agree, oppressing our people, is it considered hate?
Right.
So I said to her, let me ask you a question. You agree with American history? Yeah. I said, isn't that a form of teaching hate?
Right.
She was like, yeah. I said, so go tell DeSantis to take that out of school.
Right, there you
it
go.
got quiet. I'm like, every time we talk about the truth, y'all get offended.
There you go. There you go, because you can't. Give me that, they make it a man offender for the word. Isaiah 29.
Yep.
So she's saying that it's mandatory watching for blacks. She said especially blacks to learn. Meanwhile, what about our history? What about the things that we're supposed to be learning? They don't care about that. They only care about themselves. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 21. That make a man an offender.
What?
That make a man an offender.
An offender for what?
For a word.
For a word. They get offended when you bring out the truth of what's really going on. They don't know how to handle that thing. But hold on, go back to the article, because it got a lot of good stuff, trust me. Especially for the blacks. Read that.
Margilis, who is Jewish, jumped on it. It should be mandatory watching, especially for the black community. If I may, because Hitler got his entire playbook from the Jim Crow South, she said.
Go ahead.
Margilis, star of The Good Wife on CBS and Apple TV's The Morning Show, added, the Nazis were watching how the Jim Crow South were treating slaves and said, oh, great call. Let's do that playbook. That's what we'll do to the Jews. Which is also why in the civil rights movement, the Jews were the ones that walked side by side with the blacks to fight for their rights, because they know. And now the black community isn't embracing us and saying, we stand with you the way you stood with us.
Oh, so she's saying, we stood with y'all during civil rights. Why y'all ain't standing with us today?
Damn.
Now I'm going to show y'all some history that the white man don't want you to know. We going to put an end to all this civil rights movement. The white man was walking hand in hand with us, and they wanted our rights. The first problem with that theory is, where the hell has the Jewish community been since Martin Luther King been shot dead?
Right.
I ain't seen them try to come out and donate any money to IUIC yet.
Nope. At all.
I ain't seen a check come through. Guess what? We marched at the Barclays.
Yep.
Everybody saw us.
Yep.
Right.
I didn't see no Jewish people offer no support there.
Nope.
Damn no.
I didn't see no support, Mr. White Man.
Right.
Y'all say y'all about civil rights. We the most orderly group you can ever find.
Right.
If you about black liberation, because that's what the civil rights movement was,
Right.
they were trying to liberate themselves and elevate themselves. That's what we trying to do. Why you ain't helping?
Right.
Why you ain't giving donations? And guess what? You ain't even got to go outside in the cold. We don't need you to be there. All you got to do is donate your funds. You ain't going to do it. You know why? Because I'm going to show you the history of what you did during the civil rights movement. Bring up the first book point. So this book shows you what goes on, what was going on during the 60s. Go ahead, read that. White motives. Bring it on the screen.
White motives, Jewish motives.
Uh-huh.
The amelioration of the black condition was never the motive of the whites who assumed management of the political destiny of the black race.
So, it was never the motive of white people to help blacks.
Man.
And it says they controlled the political destiny of the black race. Understand that? Read.
While the whites who initiated black organizations.
Hold on. So this is also what y'all don't understand. White people created all your black organizations.
Right.
The NAACP, the Justice League, all the HBCUs. Yep. All of these were set up by white people. Read.
While the whites who initiated black organizations at the beginning of the 20th century wanted to thwart independent black development.
They wanted to thwart independent black development. They didn't. How powerful that can be if black people were rolling by themselves.
Right.
They said, hey, we got to get in there. We got to get that black dollar. Read.
Check.
The white Jews.
The white Jews who came to be so prevalent in the black affairs.
Who became so prevalent in black affairs. Read.
Black affairs only became active because they desired access to the inner sanctum of American business, education, and housing.
Read.
In order to pry open the doors to those arenas.
In order to get into those arenas of business, education, and housing. Guess who was trying to get into those arenas? Black people at the same time. Read.
They realized that the promotion of civil.
They realized that the promotion of civil rights. Go to the next part, next page.
The promotion of civil rights, the removal of all race, ethnic, and religious-based legal discrimination provided the best strategy to gain entry.
So, they understood that civil rights was the best way to get the Jewish people into these arenas. Go ahead.
Wow.
Hold on. We're going to keep reading. Read.
Jews, therefore, formed a strategic alliance.
Jews, because of this, Jews formed a strategic what?
Alliance. With blacks who had already been chosen to lead integrationist organizations like the NAACP and the National Urban League.
Read.
The civil rights strategy grew out of this alliance. It was funded and controlled by Jews.
Hold on, read that again.
It was funded and controlled by Jews.
The civil rights movement was funded and controlled by Jews. Read.
Who sent the black masses out to protest the what I say?
They got blown up.
Yeah.
Make it bigger, y'all. We can't see.
Exclusionary American practices that kept blacks and Jews from full access to American commerce and culture.
So they were being discriminated too. But keep reading. The only reason why they did it because black people had the Jews. They're like, hey, that's our end right there.
Right.
We can get in right there through them. Go ahead.
The NAACP grew.
Oh, hey, read it with some Jews. Come on, man.
Electrify.
Yes.
The NAACP grew into a major force in American race relations through a legal strategy that included the arguing by mostly Jewish lawyers.
So we had Jewish lawyers fighting for us.
That's right.
Read.
Of cases involving black plaintiffs.
Involving black plaintiffs. Read.
To establish legal proceedings. And presidents and political rights that all outgroups could then use for their own specific advancement strategies.
Read.
Blacks seeking relief from poverty, ignorance, and exploitation were largely ignored.
Hold on, they were what?
Were largely ignored.
Black people issues were largely ignored. Read.
And ultimately abandoned.
And ultimately what?
Abandoned.
Read.
As soon as the legal tools were in place.
As soon as they got what they needed in law, they left black people alone. Read.
And available to Jews. White women.
White woman. Give him the mic. Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
To where we at? To Jews, white women, and the mostly light-skinned, talented Negro tent, who then pursued their own goals of inclusion in mainstream and still very racist white society.
Keep reading.
The prominent Jewish NAACP attorney Louis Marshall was clear about this when he remarked in 1924 that he hoped the success of these Negro organizations may incidentally benefit the Jews. Jewish Community Relations Council official Earl Rabb, writing in the late 60s, ultimately agreed with the integration movement's black critics. Where we at? Black critics. Whatever the Jews have done.
Whatever the Jews have done.
As Jews in civil rights and anti-poverty campaigns. They have done for themselves.
They have done it for themselves. Read.
Not for the Negro.
Read it again. Not for what?
Not for the Negroes.
Not for the Negroes. Not for the Negroes. Everything they did during the civil rights movement was for their own good and not for black people.
Wow. Man.
How do we know that's true? Because ever since everything got implemented during the civil rights movement, where have you seen Jewish lawyers at?
Right.
We can't get them to defend us.
Right.
We got a whole bunch of cases against us. Where the Jewish lawyers at that's offering help for free?
Oh, hell yeah.
Where they at? You can't find them.
Right.
Where's the Jewish community helping black people at today?
Right.
Because guess what? At that time, they were a little less fortunate.
Right.
Why are the black people still at the bottom of society?
Right.
Why are y'all telling us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps?
Right.
How about y'all invite us into the Jewish communities? You won't do that.
Right.
So we ain't trying to hear that old lie what y'all did during the civil rights movement.
Right.
We read books. We know why y'all did what you did. And it wasn't to help black people.
Right.
We know that. You know how we know? Because the Jewish man is behind all the media companies that's going on today, right? And what do they push in the black community? They push Pharrell being in a dress.
Yep.
They push Dave Chappelle being in a dress.
Right.
They push Marlon Wayans being in a dress.
Right.
Meanwhile, they push what? The woman is over the man. That our young woman now, if you want to make it, all you got to do is rap about your private parts. Rap about your vagina. Rap about how many men you can have sex with. And guess what? You'll become a star overnight.
Damn.
Rap about drug dealing. Rap about gun slinging. And you'll become a star. And guess who's behind it? The Jewish media.
Right.
So they are in agreement with destroying black people.
That's right.
Understand that. As long as it's to their benefit for their people, they fine with it. Give me Sirach 12.
Yep.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Take your scripture.
Nah.
You get that look.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
What the Bible say?
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy. We don't care how many Martin Luther Kings you walk with.
Right.
We don't care how many mega evers you walk with. Guess what? It was your people that put them to death.
Right.
Read.
Never trust thine enemy.
God says never trust your enemy. Read.
For like as iron rusteth.
As iron rusteth, read.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. Read.
Though he humble himself and go crouching.
Read.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Read.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
You see that? No matter what he do, understand he got an ulterior motive.
Right.
This man is not to be trusted at all with anything.
Right.
Understand that this man he's seeking for you to fall. Go ahead, keep reading on that. Keep reading on that. We're going to keep reading down.
Yes, sir.
And
thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee.
Do what?
Set him not by thee.
Set him not by thee, read.
Lest when he had overthrown thee.
That's what happened during the Civil Rights Movement. They overthrew us. We got the hell up out of there.
Right.
After the court cases was done, they went to the suburbs and we stayed in the hood. They set up lawyer firms and we still in the hood.
Right.
They set up organizations, we still in the hood. Read.
Lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Read.
Lest he seek to take thy seat.
That's what he did. All the rights that we fought for, they took them.
Right.
That's why we just got the doggone anti-lynching bill passed in 2023.
Right.
Read.
And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Read.
Who will pity a charmer?
Who will pity a charmer? Read.
That is bitten with a serpent.
You see that? Who will pity a charmer that is bit by a serpent? Hey, go to the IT channel. I sent y'all a video of Kanye West. It was a short on Thursday. I didn't get a chance to play it, but I want to pull it up real quick because he talked about something with the Jewish music media, and that's why he was shut down the way he was last year. And I'm going to show you. And if they are in support of us, yep, that's the video.
I believe that.
If they are in support of us and black people being successful, why did they shun Kanye West when he said what he said?
Right.
And why is what he said true? Because he said the Jewish media wants to destroy black people.
Right.
Man. How is that? When y'all love us so much, when y'all represented us during the Civil Rights Movement.
Right.
It's
for the check.
Go ahead.
With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are, because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black.
Pause.
We are Jews.
So if you ain't know why he got canceled, that's why he got canceled.
Right.
Kanye West understood who we are to a T. Go ahead.
Just like the Jewish people. And now we're coming into money. But the main thing is, I got to drink the Douce over the Hennessy as the first step to us coming together, like how the Jewish people came together. But we couldn't even talk about, I remember Ben Horowitz called me after 444 and said, I don't know about Jay giving up Jewish business secrets.
Pause.
These secrets.
Hold on. Why is it a secret if y'all love black people?
Right.
Why do Jewish people have secrets if y'all walk hand in hand with the black man? Why we don't know about business the way they know about business?
Right.
Because they not for us. Understand that. Press play.
We talking about building up the properties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
on 444.
these secrets they not finna be a secret no more. Like if somebody tells me something, it's like, yo, I want to tell you this, but it's a secret. I'm like, I'm not your personal hard drive. Like if you want to be a secret, don't tell me. I'm not here to keep nobody's secrets because it's only the truth that's gonna set us free. With the dark Jews.
So take that off. So that was a small part. We don't went through that. But what he was getting at, he was showing you. Kanye West understood exactly what was going on. Right. These people are not for us. They want to see us destroyed in all ways, shapes, or form. In music, in clothing, in food. Right. However they can destroy us, that's what they're doing. Like the brother just said, they make us. I mean, we make them a lot of money.
Right.
A lot of money is made off of black and brown people's ignorance. Nike, white man.
Right.
Adidas, white man. All these organizations that every gun that the black man buy, guess what? You giving money to the white man.
Right.
You can talk about all the guns you want to, but all you doing is feeding money. I ain't never seen a black arms dealer.
No.
I seen a black what they call guns that scraped off and stuff. No.
Oh, the illegal ones?
Yeah. What they call it? A hot weapon? Yeah. Whatever
they call
that. But you ain't gonna never see no Johnson. I got that Johnson 220.
Right.
220.
I got that Baker 45.
Right.
You know what's funny is, so she's saying about Hitler and he used Jim Crow tactics. They're using Jim Crow tactics.
There you go.
Freaking hypocrites.
They hypocrite 100%.
Damn.
100%. Go back to the article. Scroll down. We stand with you. Why don't you stand with us? Go ahead.
Margilis added that Jewish allies died for the cause of civil rights.
Lies.
But decades later, as the Israel-Hamas war ramps up, Democratic voters, and specifically black voters, have been less emphatic about expressing support for Israelis versus Palestinians.
So, black people is finally standing up and saying, you know what? We ain't dealing with this.
You know why? Because black people, the uninformed black man knows what oppression is.
There you go.
Right.
So they see bombs dropping and they're like, wait a second, you know, that looks familiar.
Yep.
Right.
We had that happen in, what's that, OKC.
Yep.
We got destroyed the same way. So, of course, they're going to be empathetic to the one that's being oppressed.
There you go. You always going to identify with the oppressed because guess what? That's where we at.
Right.
We an oppressed people. We can identify with that. We like, you know what? I'm going to go with Palestine. I don't know who they is or where they at, but it seems like they the underdogs.
Right.
And if you know anything about black people here in America, we are the ultimate underdog.
Right.
So much that we were the first people here and we still at the bottom.
Damn.
Every other nation show up and they get above us quick as hell. Why is that? Because of the Bible. Give me that Deuteronomy real quick. I'm going to show y'all why we still at the bottom. Why the Chinese man came here, he can open up a restaurant.
Damn.
Why the African man come here, he can open. The Arab man get over here late as hell.
For real.
He got stores everywhere.
Right.
How is that? We created, everybody know George Washington Carver. We ain't got one potato chip company out there.
Damn.
We got Rap Snacks.
Right.
How is that? George Washington Carver created the potato chip, and we ain't got no Lay's, we ain't got no Cheetos, we ain't got nothing, but we created it.
We got the Foreman Grill.
Hey, Captain Romeo Millers, they fired though.
Right, yeah.
Romeo Millers.
We got the Rap Snacks,
the
but we
Millers.
ain't making it.
Right.
Go ahead. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43.
Mm-hmm.
The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
You see that? The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high. Who's that stranger? That stranger's Moab, which is the Chinese man. That stranger is Edom, which is the white man. That strange man is Amalek, which is the Jewish man. That strange man is Ishmael, which is the Arab man.
Right.
Those are the strange nation. That strange man is the Lebanese, who is Arabs. All of these other nations have got up above us very high. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And thou shalt come down very low. Very low. You got Eli Whitney. He created cotton gin. Well, we ain't got no jeans. The black man ain't got no pair of jeans that we making.
No Levi's.
No Levi's. How is that?
And it's called Levi.
And right. We ain't got nothing. Nothing to show for it. You got Elijah McCoy. He created the thing with the trains. We ain't got no black train stations. How is it? We create everything and we still at the bottom because we are under a curse because we refuse to be obedient to the commandments of God.
Right.
Go ahead. Was that it on that?
He shall lend to thee.
He shall what?
He shall lend to thee.
He shall lend to thee. Read.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
So we finna get into that next. We finna get into that next. Go to article number. I want about the hospital. How they sought to destroy it.
Hey, even with that lending too, like when we first came out of slavery, we had something called the Freedmen Bank.
Right.
Where we actually stored up millions because, we weren't making money like that. But we got to the point to where we actually had millions because we came together.
Damn.
But guess what? That got destroyed by so-called white men.
Yep. Number 10.
We had, what's his name now? Remember the brothers? They had their own banks, but they had to put the white man in front, like as the front.
Yeah. The movie, the one they made the movie about.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, man. As soon as they found our brothers behind it, they shut it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Quick. Go to number 10. Article number 10, y'all. Article number 10. Y'all think we playing. Y'all think the white man is your friend. Okay. We gonna show you. We gonna give you more proof. Go ahead. Press play on that.
And now to an update on a story that we're following. A judge has denied motions that would have dismissed a federal civil rights lawsuit brought by black descendants of Portland's Albina district. The lawsuit, first reported on by the Oregonian, alleges that the city of Portland, the former Portland Development Commission, and Emmanuel Hospital conspired to destroy the mostly black community more than 50 years ago. During the 1960s and 70s, more than 150 families were forced from their homes for a hospital expansion project that never actually happened.
Y'all see that?
Defendants argued that
they seek to destroy us everywhere. Wow. And guess what? They do it by pushing papers. And guess who's the culprit behind it? Your friendly neighborhood white man. Right. Go ahead, press play.
that never actually happened. The defendants argued that those suing did not suffer direct harm and that the statute of limitations had run out.
Pause.
But this week...
So now that it's being found out, they say, yeah, nobody really experienced any harm and it's too old. Meanwhile, they'll bang up a rape case on Bill Cosby from the 1960s. Right. Nobody got a problem with that. Right. Nobody got a problem about that. But when it's to judge the white man, no, you got limitations then.
Right.
I'm telling you, these people are hypocrites. Press play.
U.S. District Judge Michael Simon disagreed with those arguments, allowing the lawsuit to go forward. The judge saying the loss of community is direct damage the plaintiffs have suffered.
So let's go to the article. Let's read a little bit about this.
That was wicked as hell.
That's
man.
crazy.
So y'all think we be playing when we say these people is out here to destroy? And I love the title. It says lawsuit alleges Portland conspired. Mm-hmm. Conspired. Give me that Psalms 83 real quick. It ain't no article to it. It's just a video.
Yeah, just a video.
All right, cool. Just a video. Perfect. So, happened in one place. It didn't happen in one place. The white man does the same thing all over the world.
Yep, right.
Understand, that's what he does. This is not a one-trick pony. This man used the same tactic everywhere. Expulsion, regentrification, all of that, they do the same thing everywhere. Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine what?
Thine enemies.
If you don't know who the enemy is, you need to wake the hell up. Read.
Make a tumult. And they that hate thee.
And they that what?
Hate thee.
They that hate thee, read.
Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
From being a nation. You know what a nation has? A nation has a community.
Right.
A nation has a community. Right. That's why every time the black man sets up a community, what happens? It gets bombed, destroyed, or redlined.
Right.
Every time. Well, they got to get you up out of the community. What happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Right.
Bombed. What happened in Rosewood? Bombed. What happened in Philadelphia? Bombed. What happened in Flint, Michigan? Poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in L.A.? Riots. They try to destroy wherever black people at. They don't want you to be peaceful.
Right.
They don't want you to be able to think clearly, to have your own people around you and y'all able to come together. That is not what the white man is about.
Right.
Understand that.
You know, Cap, and on that point, one of the statements that were made is that the greatest threat is black unity.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
You
like Bishop brought out yesterday. Yep. It's power in black unity. And that's why when they thought about how they had us segregated, they thought it was good. Right. Until they seen things like Black Wall Street, they're like, oh, yeah. Maybe this ain't so good.
Right.
They raising up too quick. Bring up the video where it shows them discussing why they had to integrate black people into the community. The Trick Baby dinner table. Trick Baby dinner table scene. Bring it up for some of these Negroes who still want to love the white man, not understanding why you got that job that you got.
Right.
Not understanding why you got that car that you got. Not understanding why you may have a political position that you have. It's for their betterment. It ain't for your people.
Right.
They do that to destroy you. So you will never think about your people, and you will always put your people last. Go ahead, press play.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard, you liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
Give me Maccabees 11 and 21. Damn. He has become one of them. Yeah. That's where a lot of y'all at right now. You have become the white man, except for your color.
You know, that's crazy. Esau is basically showing you he's learned from his mistakes.
There you go.
You know, that's why I see Bishop and Deacons be pulling stuff from like the Matrix, how the Matrix evolves.
There you go.
They realize, okay, we was working like this, but then they revolted. All right, we got to kind of fine tune this.
There you go.
He said racial anger.
Yep.
So deep down he knows in every brother's spirit,
there you go.
They anger at oppression.
Damn, right. That's heavy. That's a heavy point. They understand what they did to us.
Yeah.
They like the racial anger that he should have.
Right.
We gonna take it out of him because we gonna give him the creature comforts.
Yep.
We gonna neutralize it because he's gonna have the things that we don't give them.
Right.
Because what? We destroy their communities when they come up. We don't allow them to have nice things. We don't allow them to have businesses. We redline their communities. We don't give them loans.
Right.
They understood that. They say all that racial anger, though, we going to take it away. We going to give them the biggest house on the block in our community. We going to let him be a Republican.
Right.
We going to let him be the president of the United States. He can be whatever, but guess what? He has become one of us.
Right.
Damn. How do we know that's true? Look at your politicians today and tell me who has stood up for our people. What politician has stood up and said, you know what? Those brothers out there in purple and gold, those brothers are all right.
Bring it out.
Bishop Nathaniel is a leader that's to be respected by all people on the face of the earth. Right. Which one has done it? You won't find them.
Nada.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from? Caller.
Hello, shalom.
Shalom.
Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless, sister.
I'm sitting here and I'm listening, and that video that you just played, it is so sad for our people because you see, looking at the whole entire thing, is that we are the only one that getting the point that these people do not like us. And the sooner we get it and understand, is the quicker we can obey the commandments of the Most High and get out of here. It is so sad. We are the only one who do not want to accept these people and who they are.
Right. You won't. We agree. We agree with you.
Yes, all praises, and our people just need to get it together and just stop the fooling around and just come together and do what we need to do.
100%.
You know.
All praise.
You guys continue doing your keep up the good work, guys.
Where you calling from, sis? You sound like Benji.
No, that's Benji.
I'm Benji. I'm calling from Florida. I try to call in every week.
All praise. All praise. Thank you for calling in, sis.
All praise.
Most High Christ bless. What I got you reading?
They hated their people?
Yeah. 11:21.
Yep, bring it out.
First Maccabees chapter 11, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Then certain ungodly persons. Read. Who hated their own people.
Who what?
Who hated their own people.
Who hated their own people. Read.
Went unto the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower.
So guess what, y'all? We're going to have people today that look like you, talk like you, came up in the same neighborhood as you. Guess what? They hate their own people. Right. Why? Because they love what Esau has given them.
Happy life.
Give me that in Luke 4. When you bow down and worship me, all these things I'll give to you. Right. And that's what we see. Barack Obama was the president for 8 years.
Right.
He didn't do a damn thing for black people. Nope. Why? Because he hated his own people. He became one of them. He played basketball.
Come on, man.
He walked with a little swag. He had a little twang in his voice. A little deep pitch in it. So you thought it was black.
Yeah.
He didn't pass nothing for black people. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Hey, shalom.
I know that ain't Brother Job in the building.
Oh, snap.
All praise. What's going on?
Job. Hey, nothing,
Job, you all right? Sounding bad, man.
Huh?
Sounding tired, man.
Yeah, I just woke up. I put it online then, and I fell asleep.
Damn.
I woke up.
We put you to sleep. All praise.
Nah. Yeah. I was up all night and I don't know.
I got you.
But yeah, I ain't really got no.
All praise. Well, thank you for calling in, Joe.
that's
true. I ain't called in a minute, you know.
All praise, all praise.
All praise.
Go ahead. What was that?
Luke 4.
Luke 4. Yeah, Luke 4.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 5. And the devil taking him up into a high mountain.
And the devil taking him up to a high mountain. Read.
Showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time.
Read.
And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them. For it is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If therefore thou wilt worship me.
If the what?
If thou therefore wilt worship me.
If you worship the white man in all his glory, he'll give you whatever you want. You can have whatever you want here in America. Ask these young black girls that's just giving up their lives to the white man. That's half naked. They might as well just be porno actresses with music. That's all it is. All of them, they have all the riches of the world now. If you bow down and worship the white man, the world is your oyster.
Right.
Understand that. That's all you got to do. If you really want to be successful, you can do it.
Yeah. Right.
You can do it. How do we know? Look at who's successful in the black community. And look how they getting their money. Be a drug dealers, being murderers, being a dope boy, being a stick-up kid, being a rapper. All these different, all of them are worshiping Satan.
Right.
How do we know that? Job 9:24. Job chapter 9 and verse 24. How do you get notoriety and fame in today's society? How do you rise above your people? How do you get a TV show? How do you get a shoe deal? How do you get a record deal?
Right.
Bow down and worship Satan. Hey, shalom, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Shalom, brother. I'm calling from Tyler. My name is Tyler, Texas. My name is Joanne.
How you doing, Sister Joanne?
How you doing? How
Good.
y'all doing?
We doing great. We doing great. What wisdom you got for us this week?
I just wanted to read something that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing wrote. She said that we're the only people on this entire earth who've been taught to sing and praise our demeanment. I'm a bee, I'm a whore, I'm a gangster, I'm a thug, I'm a dog. If you train people to demean and degrade themselves, you can oppress them forever. You can even program them to kill themselves, and they won't even understand what's happened. And I saw her on Donahue, and her wisdom was just amazing. She was spiritually led, even though she didn't talk so much spirituality, but you could tell she, the Most High was using her, just as He did with Harriet Tubman. And I just wanted to read something. You had mentioned a scripture about Jeremiah, the degenerate plant, that God, the Almighty said that He didn't make us to be that.
Right.
And it says, well, you can read 1 Thessalonians 4:7. A brother can read it, maybe. Or do you want me to read it?
No, we'll read it for you. 1 Thessalonians 4:7.
What is this?
1 Thessalonians 4:7.
The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4, verse 7. For God had not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness.
Right.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. He made us His special people. We weren't meant to be what we are today.
Right.
And also, I don't know if you remember, in I think the late 90s, the early 2000s, there was this thing called Girls Gone Wild.
Right.
I mean, they showed it like every 15 minutes or something on television. These were Caucasian females that they were showing.
Right.
I think I saw one black female in all of that that they were showing, and it was very popular. The guy got really rich off from it, but they shut him down real fast because what was he showing? A bunch of degenerate Edomite females and what they were doing. And now our people have been the target of that. And we're buying into, I mean, some of us are buying into it, the younger ones who don't.
Hey,
they know better, but they don't know better.
Hey,
they don't know their history.
That's a heavy point you just brought out, sis. That's a heavy point.
Yes,
you don't hear nothing about girls going wild no more. That's
Not no more.
that whole thing is done. They cut that dude completely off.
Yeah, they shut him down. Real
That's
fast.
crazy. Heavy point.
Yes.
Heavy
Yes,
point.
sir.
They said, get the girls going wild out of here. Now let's get the twerk kings in.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All praises. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much for calling. Y'all keep up the good work.
All right.
The Most High's wonderful work. Just keep it up. Don't be discouraged. Just keep on pushing.
All praise. All praise.
Yes, sir.
And you know what, Kat?
Thank you.
Yep.
You know, and on that point, you know, yeah, the girls gone wild is gone, right? But guess what? Now you have OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? You got our sisters out here showing all the assets. You know what I'm saying? When the scripture says that the woman should be adorning herself to miles of pearl,
right?
Guess what? Now the sisters out there, they're like, man, they don't care about that stuff.
Yep.
They want to show their assets. They want to be disrespectful, and you know, man, look, hey, our sisters need to get it right.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
I'm mad because
evil.
That's right.
All praise.
Get it right.
Did we have
Get it
another
right.
call? I don't know. Okay.
Somebody was beeping.
It sounded like somebody was beeping in. Call again, caller. We at 8:56, so we ain't gonna go no further. We just gonna recap on the show.
Right.
So we showed y'all a lot of stuff tonight. We showed you who this man is.
Right.
That he is not your friend. We put that lie. All right, let's take the call.
Somebody trying to get
that. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Los Angeles, brother AJ.
Brother AJ, what's going on?
Hey man, listen, you guys often talk about what King Leopold did in the Congo.
Yes.
There's a documentary. If you guys take a look at it, I think you'll have a lot to share with the family.
What's the name of it?
It's called White King, Red Rubber, Black Death.
Say it again.
White King, Red Rubber, Black Death.
Okay. We're gonna check it out.
Hey, I was gonna say, if you don't mind, if you could email us that title while you email us your contact information, because guess what? Guess what, brother?
What?
You the 10th caller tonight.
Good job, brother. Right on, brother. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right.
You the 10th caller.
Damn, you hung up already? I want to get the
email. he want that T-shirt.
All right, shalom. Hey, don't take no more calls. All right, y'all, it's 8:58. Want to give a shout out to the IT team. Shout out Officer Abel. Shout out Officer Duell, Officer Yuri, Officer Lizacar. Shout out to the security. Shout out to the cash, y'all. Shout out to Officer Abner. He got here for 10 minutes. Shout out to Officer Daniel. Shout out to Officer Anathias. Shout out to Officer Yahaziel. Shout out to Captain Kim Yell. He called in. Skip. Shout out to, I forgot about Soldier Boudreaux in the building. MOV. All praises. Thank you for the sisters. Think they got something for to eat for us. All praises. Hey, shout out to the bishops, the deacons, the captains, the soldiers, the officers, everybody out there doing the work. We salute you. Shout out to everybody that's keeping the commandments, and mostly important, y'all, shout out to our viewers, y'all. Without y'all, we will be talking to ourselves. So all praises to the Most High. Tune in to Wisdom Cries Out. With that, we say shalom.
Shalom. What is nation? Somebody.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And